Shalom Chavarim, Stashev descendants, Landsleit. At this unique gathering in Givatayim today, on this day of memorial, we should all think of ourselves as survivors. There are indeed the actual survivors among us who experienced the hell of the Holocaust at first hand. And there are us others whose ancestors were fortunate enough or foresighted enough to have emigrated from Stashev before the Shoah's consuming flames enveloped the doomed shtetl. The somber records show that more than 90% of Stashev's 5,000 pre-war Jewish population perished in the Shoah. Most of us have thought about the grim fate that would have been ours also, had we been among the thousands of Jews assembled at 8 a.m. in Stashev's mud-soaked marketplace 68 years ago today. Increasingly fearful of the doom that awaited them, the Jews of Stashev were facing the final chapter that brought their 400-year-old history to an end. The harrowing journey on foot to Shchuchin, punctuated by deadly gunfire, the suffocating cattle cars to Belzich and Treblinka, and the massacres on arrival there, these were the last days of the remnants of our beloved Jews of Stashev. What is our obligation to them, our ancestral kin? Despite the Nazis' fanatical goal to obliterate all traces of Jewish existence in Stashev, we have succeeded in restoring and preserving the 182-year-old Stashev Jewish Cemetery. 7 decades after the Shoah, the Koshkiushko Street Cemetery stands today with its monuments and matzevot secured and well cared for. School children, teachers, local citizens, and pilgrim tourists from abroad constantly pay their respects there. Even as recently as a few weeks ago, we have discovered additional matzevot in the town, and we are now painstakingly restoring them on this hallowed ground. But most of all, we have an obligation to our martyred kin and townsfolk of Stashev to preserve their memory and keep them in our hearts. Books, artwork, and photos have been published about them, and the forthcoming documentary film being made by Danny and Omer Sasson and Ilan Yagoda will do even more to make the story of our lost Jews of Stashev live on for a long time. Finally, I think our lost kin have left us a surprising legacy. The younger generations of Stashev descendants in Israel and elsewhere have now sparked an awakened interest in their roots and are eager to learn more and more of our rich Stashev heritage. Kol hakavod. Thank you, toda rabah, and shalom.